We love to highlight entrepreneurs out here across Long Island and in the Hamptons, and I'm so lucky to have Jesse Bongiovi here, who's the founder of Hampton Water. Jesse, give us an overview a little bit of the vineyard, of the product, of what you've created over the past 4 years.
Sure, yeah. So we came up with this concept back in 2016. I was a junior at Notre Dame. Me and my college roommate were coming out to the Hamptons. We were drinking more rosé than we were drinking water. And one late night, my dad offered us a glass of pink juice. We gave him a hard time. We said, "You're not drinking pink juice anymore, you're drinking Hampton Water." Okay. And the idea was kind of born from there. We designed the label, we designed the bottle, we came up with the concept of sharing the Hamptons life. You know, to us, when we come out here, it's barbecues, it's clam bakes, it's bonfires, it's hanging out with friends and family. And to us, that really embodies the Hamptons, and we wanted to share those feelings with other people. And so we ended up partnering with Cheddar to make the wine. So it's all grown, bottled, and produced in the south of France. And since we've launched, we've gotten back now 90-point ratings. We were the first rosé in 25 years to make the top 100 list in Wine Spectator, the top 100 wines in the world. And yeah, we've just been running around the country trying to get the word out.
Does rosé get a bad rap, you think? I mean, when you're talking about those 90-point scores, you know, rosé is usually considered I don't know what the analogy is, but like, you know, to white wine and to red wine, rosé is sort of always considered kind of, you know.
It's always been the other, for sure.
Yeah.
And I think that is changing. You know, for me, being 26 years old when we launched this, I was 22. You walk into a liquor store, you walk into a wine shop, there's hundreds of bottles of different red wines from all over the world. And back then there was a much smaller rosé section, so it was less intimidating. And for us, rosé was something that was very approachable. It was something that was far more affordable. And so we wanted to create something that was not only aspirational, you know, for us, the Hamptons life is an aspirational one, but was something that was accessible. And so in my mind, right, if I was trying to sell a 10-year-old Burgundy from you know, XYZ Chateau, and I was 23 years old, it doesn't really make any sense.
And the trajectory of these lifestyle liquor and wine brands has been really strong. You've got Bethany Frankel that sold her. You've got Ryan Reynolds with Aviation Gin. You've got Montauk Brewery out here, which is now national. You're national now.
We are, yeah.
What's the, you know, is there a likely exit for this? Do you sell to a larger distributor? What's the plan?
Right now, we're just trying to grow it as big as we can. You know, if someone came knocking on our door and offered us Casamigos money, I'm sure we'd take the call.
Yes, exactly, right.
But you know, for us, like you said, I think that people really connect to a story, right? There's so many different options and there's so many different stories to hear that if you can get people excited about one, I think that you can really get them on the hook. And so for us, it's all about, again, sharing those stories of being out here, sharing those stories with friends and getting people to try the wine.
You're doing an upcoming Make a Splash concert benefiting the Roots Fund,
yeah.
right? Tell us about that. And then afterwards, is it after that the Celebrity Rosé Pong tournament is happening?
So we are bringing back, to call it a celebrity pong tournament is really just me and my dad playing rosé pong in our front yard. But it is the rematch of the century. We played last year on Instagram Live, but we've partnered with the Roots Fund. We've brought back our charity live stream. We did it last year for World Central Kitchen. This year in February, we partnered with the Roots Fund, and essentially their mission is to provide financial aid for underrepresented communities to help them get into the wine industry. It can be incredibly expensive, even just to become a som. Just to even buy the wine can be a huge investment. And so these guys help to really provide the opportunity for people that in the past have been really underrepresented in the wine industry. And so we've partnered with them for the entire year. We're doing this concert. It's on the 14th. The party kind of starts at 6 o'clock. We're doing a tasting. If you go on our website, hamptonwaterwine.com, people can get all the information. But 6 o'clock, we're doing a pre-show tasting. 7 o'clock is the live stream show. My dad's going to perform. I dance in the corner. And then 8 o'clock on our Instagram page, we're doing a rematch of the wine pong competition.
Now, is the audience for the wine, is the consumer of the wine a very different, younger? You have the whole for good element of this, which is so important to millennial and centennial consumers. What's the age of your average drinker of this product? 23 years old?
I think that we really kind of crossed the spectrum. You know, we really went out with the intention of this being something that would appeal to a younger crowd. Like I said, when we came up with the idea, I was 21 years old. By the time we launched it, I was 23, and I was intimidated by most wine lists, most liquor stores. You have a hard time. You walk in, you don't feel like you know anything, and you know you can be frightened by that. And so we wanted to make something that would appeal to really the entire spectrum. Like I said, our view was if you walked in and you saw a cool label, you saw a cool bottle, it was called Hampton Water, you got the joke, you'd go, okay, I'll give that a try.
Yep.
If you're older, if you're my parents' age and you go, well, I know the south of France is where I like to drink my rosé from. Wow, a 90-point rating, that's a really serious bottle of wine. You're not going to be embarrassed to bring this into a dinner party with some serious wine drinkers, and I think you'd impress them too.
Last question before I let you go, probably the most important question of the day. Ice cubes in rosé or no?
Absolutely. Come on, why not?
Absolutely.
We drink it. We've made cocktails with our rosé. We do it all. If anybody wants any of these things, again, you can check us out on Instagram, but we've got all kinds of fun things you can do with Hampton Water.
Jesse Bongiovi, founder of Hampton Water, thank you so much for joining us.